Hey guys, it's your boy Luis here. I'm actually outside of a movie theater right now. Your boy's about to go watch Jujutsu High, the movie, the first movie ever for Jujutsu. I'm excited. Just rolling up my windows, but I'm excited to see this movie. I'm watching it in Japanese with English subtitles because that's how real anime people watch things. For anybody out there that watches in English, that's a sin, man. It's a sin. But yeah, guys, well, I can't wait to watch this. Yeah, and I'll give you guys my feedback and my own personal review after. Hey guys, well, I just got back from the movies, watching Jujutsu High, or Jujutsu Kaisen in Japanese, the movie. Yeah, let me give you a little background of the movie real quick, for those that may not know what Jujutsu is. Jujutsu it's an anime show. You can find it on Crunchyroll, you can find it on Funimation, you can find it on HBO Max, for those that may not have those streaming services, but HBO Max, you could definitely find it there. It's not on Hulu. It's definitely a newer show. They have only one season, so you guys can catch up. It's only like 25 episodes for the first season and like 25 minutes long, so it's not that bad for those that want to watch the first season. This is the first ever movie, so it was definitely cool to watch the movie. So it's called Jujutsu High in English, or Jujutsu Kaisen in Japanese. The animation is from a company called MAPPA, who's been killing the game. They've been making from anywhere from Attack on Titans, Jujutsu Kaisen, like all these popular animes. They have been doing a phenomenal job. And I'm surprised, like, they can still do all this stuff with all the content that they're making right now. They're really destroying the game. So Jujutsu High is based on based on these kids that are at Jujutsu High School, and they're sorcerers who go and basically extort curses, curses that are created from our emotions, created from, really strong, could be from like a curse, can be from like a myth, a legend, things that are just bad vibes in a sense, and the society, the sorcerers, what they train to be is to extort all these curses. So, we live in a peaceful, pure world. That's the general base of the show. There's a kid particular that's in the show. He eats a finger that's cursed and makes him a cursed child, in a sense, possessed child, and that he has he's just basically, if he eats all of these cursed fingers, he actually becomes, this demon king of the curses, and they don't want that. But everybody else is trying to get these fingers because, they have high powers, cursed energy. And so they're just like, well, we figured that, since you already ate 5, you should eat the next 11. Yeah, it's cool to watch the show. This movie is not a continuation of season 1. The movie is actually a prequel to the show. It's an origin story before the show. Is actually 6 years before episode 1 ever happens. So if those that want to watch the movie, just letting you know right now, Jujutsu Kaisen, the movie, is 6 years before episode 1. So when you go watch it, don't think you're gonna see some main characters that you've seen on the show. We do get some key characters like Satoru, Joji Satoru, He is one of the main characters, and I'll put his picture right here. He has beautiful eyes. Every girl loves him. Even me, I love him. But he's hilarious. He's one of the main protagonists in this show. And he shows up again in the movie. I'm not going to go into too much spoilers because, again, this movie just came out. But I'm going to just give it my honest reviews of it. I'm glad that they decided to do a prequel, an origin story of a particular character that we don't know just yet in the show. I don't want to give it away for those that may be watching, but the character's name is Yuta. So it's cool to see another character that we'll definitely hope to see in season 2. So we are getting to season 2 of Jujutsu High, or Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm gonna keep saying Jujutsu Kaisen because I watch it in Japanese. So it was cool to see, you know, the origin story of a new character that we get to be emotionally attached to, and we get to see his full story fully developed. It wasn't shortened at all, which is great because, you know, when some of these shows, because they only get a limited set of episodes, they sometimes got to speed up some origin stories, some background stories. So we don't get to fully appreciate some characters, but we got to really appreciate this new character, Yuta, and we get to really appreciate the some 3 sorcerers that we get to see in the show, who are, in this particular case, they're the first year sorcerers in the movie. We get Mikey, what's her name? Maki. Yeah, her name is Maki. We get Panda, and then we have, I call him Scream, but his real name is not Scream. I just can't say it. But we get those 3 sorcerers who, in a show, are veterans. But in the movie, since it's 6 years before, they're the first years. So it's kind of cool to see them as the first years, first learning, and, you know, not being badass characters that they are in the show. They're novel. They're like beginners. They're not like badass. But it's cool to see that. It's cool to see their origin stories and see more of Maki's like background and how she is. You know, in the show, we see her as this like, you know, uptight, you know, really aggressive character. And we got to see a little softer side of this in the movie. So that was really cool. And we got to see more of Scream's, more of why he speaks the way he speaks. So that was really cool to see, and why he does certain things. So that was really cool to see. We also get to see what they're about to do in season 2. For those that read the manga, guys, we're getting another. Season 1 left off on a high cliff. Season 2, I can't wait for season 2 because the origin of this movie helps push the storyline of the show, which is what I love. A lot of these anime movies do not push the storyline. A lot of these anime movies are just side stories, and sometimes they don't mean much. And it's like, why am I watching this if it's not going to push the storyline? But Jujutsu Kaisen, you did that. The movie pushes the story forward. It helps us get really excited for season 2 when we get to see Gogi Satoru go against his most beloved best friend, which he named, who is the villain. Oh my gosh, what? The villain. The protagonist's best friend is the main villain. What? So that's what I enjoyed about the movie. The movie did help push the storyline. It gets us ready for season 2. For those that read the manga, we know that this second season is gonna take a flashback of Joji Sensei and his best friend, and to see how 2 sorcerers that were in Jujutsu Kaisen became best friends, and how one became good and the other one became bad. And we got to see that a little bit displayed in the movie, which was really great. It was a strong foundation, a starting block for season 2 for them to pick off. Now that we have that, so definitely if you're going to see season 2, you might want to watch the movie because there's certain things in the movie, I'm not going to say, that help push the storyline from season 1 into season 2, which is great because, yeah, it gives it that flow, you know. If you guys seen Naruto, a lot of the Naruto movies didn't really have nothing to do with the show. So it's like, why am I watching the movies? Really, just because of cool outfits, you know? So it's really awesome that Jujutsu Kaisen really pushes the storyline into season 2. So that's really cool to see. Another thing I've liked about Jujutsu Kaisen is, sorry, excuse me, I ate a lot of popcorn and soda. What I liked about the movie is that too much popcorn. What I like about the movie is that we got to really see really nice hand-to-hand combat, close combat. And also we got to see a lot of the sorcerers' magics into the movie, which they can really, since it's a 2-hour movie, well, it's an hour 45, almost 2 hours. We really got to see, you know, the fighting styles. A lot of times in the shows, you know, again, it's 25 minutes, so they can only put so much into the shows where, you know, the fighting isn't flowing. Sometimes it's short, or it's, you know, you got to wait until the next episode to see the full fight. And in the movie, Jujutsu Kaisen, we don't have to worry about breaks. We don't have to worry about next episode. They get to fight straight on, and it was nice to see, you know, all the different styles, from Maki's fighting styles to Yuka's fighting styles to Sensei's fighting styles. It was really Panda's different animal styles. It was really cool to see. But it, you know, they got to be very creative and elaborate into this movie, which is nice. I'm hoping that they push that more into season 2, that we get to see more of these elaborate fighting styles and teamwork building. It was cool to see that. But yeah, another thing that I enjoyed about the movie is the connection to the characters. Sometimes with these shows or these movies, because sometimes these movies are like a side story, you don't really get to feel too connected with the characters as much because they may not be part of the show per se. But what I liked about Jujutsu Kaisen that they really pushed and they really emphasized is the emotional part of the show, of these characters. You know, things that you can relate to and things that you can be like, okay, yeah, maybe he's not as bad, or maybe he's not as good as we thought, you know. I am not going to elaborate on that because I really want you to watch the movie. But yeah, I want you guys to watch the movie. I really don't want to elaborate on those particular topics just yet. The movie's still fresh, just came out. But, you know, the new character that we got was Yuka. He is a new character. He is, he curses a particular individual. And I think that the girl's name is Raki or something like that. I already forgot. But it's based on those two characters. They're coming into Jujutsu Kaisen and they really get to learn what a sorcerer is. We get to see why Yuka wants to be a sorcerer, why he wants to be part of this world, what is his motivation, what is his end goal. But we also get to see the protagonist into this, who is the main protagonist in the show, who is the best friend of Satoru. So it's really good to see how everything comes together and moves forward the story. My initial reactions, my grading right now, I would say the movie was a 7 out of 10. I think a lot of times certain parts of the movie was too fast, which I can understand why, because, you know, it's only an hour 45. I feel like they could have used the extra 15 minutes to make it more, to make it flow better. But, you know, I can't complain. It was a great movie. The animation was phenomenal. The coloring was top notch. The fighting was brilliant. I mean, you really couldn't ask for more for fighting. So, you know, it's their first movie. So, first movie, 7 out of 10. You know, that's what, 3.5 stars. It's pretty great. You know, it's a movie I want to go see again. I think it's definitely, I really want to see what they do with it in terms of like action figure wise, toys wise, maybe. You know, I really want to see how they continue to elaborate into season 2 with it. I definitely believe that they will. You know, and it's cool to see, you know, other characters shine more than the main characters in the show. So really get to see Maki and Panda really shine in this movie, which is really nice and awesome to see. So my recommendation, if you guys are planning to see it, please, you know, go into it with an open mind. Go into it with, like, no high expectations. This movie, you know, it's a Japanese movie that's coming to America and really showing its case and really, you know, providing us a new aspect of movies. So that's fun to see, man. I know a lot of times we watch Marvels and DC movies, so this was refreshing to see. It's something that in my world I love to see. So I'm glad that they have it more in movie theaters. It was sold out. It was awesome to see the community of anime lovers come out. But yeah, guys, my initial rating is a 7 out of 10. I think it's a good start, and I believe that it's going to push the storyline further. It was cool to see a lot of the fighting styles again. But please, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification. We appreciate the support. We love you guys so much. Thank you. Thank you again. And go watch Jujutsu Kaisen. Kompai. I'm out.